welcome and thank you for joining our session today.
The bit.ly is bit.ly/arts ed NCDPI. We'll go ahead and go through that. This is the landing page, and it just says a little bit about arts education and what you can find on this set of pages and who to contact for different things. So we'll go ahead and start with the right-hand navigation over here that says Comprehensive Arts Ed Support Organizations. And these are our partners within the Department of Natural and Cultural Resources. And that is the Symphony, the North Carolina Museum of Art, A+ Schools of North Carolina, the Arts Council, and then a link out to the Arts Education Leadership Coalition. And so those links all take you just directly to those outside sites.
And then the next section is our District Arts Leaders section. We call these our DALEs, District Arts Education Leaders. And that includes various resources specific to them, including our administrator guides that can be used for your administrators in helping run programs. There is, videos of our past meetings here and slide decks that go along with those. Our Dale Professional Development Series, which we have been focusing on this year, but really applicable to teachers as well. And then there's resources for ESSER 3 funding, several slide decks and a recording there, and then our Advancing the Arts Dale mentoring cohort, which we will be looking for a new application cycle in the future. So stay tuned if you possibly would be interested for that, or you know any district arts leaders who may be.
Underneath the legislation and policy page, we have a little bit of information just talking about what North Carolina State Board of Education is responsible for, and then some legislation and policy specific to arts education. So the first one you'll find is the arts education graduation requirement, and has a little bit of information just about what's in the law, how will the requirements be implemented, if there are exceptions, and when you will know more. And we will update this as the process continues. Another incredibly important set of legislation is that surrounding comprehensive arts education. And so comprehensive arts education has made its way into session law 3 different times. And so those are all listed here from 2010, 2011, and then the portion of the same law of the arts education graduation requirement has a bit about comprehensive arts education as well. Then there is a session about ESSA funding and arts education. We've got our video here for impacting student success with Title IV, a little bit about what ESSA even is, and then we have more resources, which includes our ESSA and arts education quick reference guide in the ways that we can use Title I, II, III, and IV funding in order to support arts educators and their needs. And then here at the bottom, you can also find the ESSER 3 funding webinar in addition to on the Dale page.
And then we have a professional learning section, which is not only for those district arts education leaders, but for teachers. So this professional development catalog lists all of our webinars with slide decks within the catalog. So you can go back and rewatch anything that you may have missed or that you just want to watch again. They all have a reflection journal with them as well, and they are all available for CEU credit by watching them, filling out the journal, and the surveys at the end of the videos. So there's a wide range of opportunity there, which is great for teachers when they struggle to find PD that is relevant to their content area and or that is free and accessible. And then again, we have the PD specifically for district arts education leaders down at the bottom there, and that goes right back to that webpage.
All right. The last page we have is the standard course of study and supporting resources. So the first link, of course, is takes you straight to our documents page, which has existed on this site for all time. And that's the crosswalks, the standards, the glossary, and the unpacking documents for all 4 arts education disciplines. After that come our administrator guidance, which align to those NCDPI standards and can be used for administrator evaluations of arts educators or for arts educators trying to put together their PDP goals. The Arts Education Data Project is something that we participate in, and we give data to the National Arts Ed Project, and it shows the number of students who are enrolled in each discipline, broken down by county, school, grade level, course code. It shows trends across time. The information that you might be interested about access to the arts is all available there within this Arts Ed Data Project. Another incredibly important resource is the course manual. This is a document that was born from about, I think, 17 other documents and the Wayback Machine's wiki spaces and many different locations of all of this information. If you're specifically looking for course codes, you can click on this link and it'll take you to that portion of the document. Same thing for licensure, suggested course progression, and again, the Arts Ed graduation requirement. And when you are in this course manual, you are able to jump to anything you might need to learn about. And there are several different FAQs throughout the entire document so that if you have any questions, most of the time they've been asked before, and all of the answers from historical documents are all listed here in one place. Additionally, there are links out to other DPI resources, such as the master course list or some of the course codes webinars put on by the SIS resources team for the entire department. We also continue to house the SEL standards mapping documents here. This first link will take you to the document that's sort of the table for every single discipline, because they will, if not yet, they will exist in every single discipline. And then down below, we have direct links to each of the 4 documents that show instructional practices as well as activities linked to each of the 5 CASEL core competencies, and also a crosswalk that shows where each competency shows up in the actual arts education standards in that discipline. The last link you'll see here is the Teaching North Carolina Arts Project, which directly addresses the standards in grades 4 and 8 about learning about North Carolina artists' styles, genres, and the way that they have influenced our state history. So you can find all of that information there.